Last year, I graduated college with over $45,000 in student loans. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how I was able to pay off $20,000 of that debt in just 6 months. Before sharing the 3 steps that I used to pay off part of my student loans, it's worth sharing why I want to pay off my student loans in the shortest amount of time possible. My main motivation for wanting to pay off my student loans is financial freedom. As someone who did not grow up with a lot of money, I know that my family made a lot of sacrifices for me to get to where I am today. And I want to take care of them. The one way that I know that I can take care of them for sure is by being financially independent. And in my opinion, financial independence starts with getting rid of the stress that comes with having debt. And so the first step that I took in paying off my debt is keeping track of my expenses. Right when I graduated college, I started living by myself, and I knew that if I wanted to be successful in paying off my loans very fast, I needed to keep track of my expenses. So I made a list of all the essentials. These were rent, utilities, groceries, and my car expenses. By creating that list, I had a budget. I had an estimate for what my expenses would be each month. Creating a budget will serve as a foundation in helping you pay your student loans because you can keep track of exactly where your money is going towards, how you're spending your money, whether or not you are being disciplined with your money. And it's very important to lay out what the essentials are, what your needs are, and what your wants are. And now I'm not telling you to completely get rid of all the things that make life fun for you, but you're gonna have to make some sacrifices. And that means cutting off some of the wants and prioritize the needs. Now let's talk about the second step. To simply put it, the second step is you have to spend less money. Something interesting happened when you start becoming more conscious about your spending habits. You realize that you spend a lot of money on useless stuff. At least that was the case for me. Becoming more disciplined with my money helped me save a lot more toward my student loans. One of the main ways that I spend less money is by meal prepping instead of eating out. Find the unnecessary things in your life that you are spending your money on and cut them out. You have to become mindful of your spending. And it's not the end of the world if you go over budget, but try your best to stay within that budget. As people, when we start on a journey of doing anything, honestly, we say to ourselves that we're going to do these things and we either start small or we start really big. I think it's important to be mindful when we're starting out in our journey. In this case, is paying off your debt. It may seem very big if you have a lot of student loans. If you start with the smallest amount of loan, that might be encouraging to you, seeing how you not only reducing your principal payment, you're reducing your interest, but you also reducing the amount of loans that you owe. So it's important to keep in mind what your goal is and don't rush the process. Step 3, you have to be patient with yourself. The reason why you have to be patient with yourself is because you don't know what life may throw at you. For instance, for 3 months straight, I was doing very well and sticking to my budget and making payments on my loans. Then one day my car had an issue. I had to use the money for my loans on fixing my car. Now, I didn't know that my car was going to have all these problems and that I was going to have to use the money that was going towards my student loan to pay for my car. These are one of the many things that may happen on your journey. There are certain things in life that you cannot control. So it's important to stay patient and stick to the goal and stay focused on that goal. See the bigger picture of one day becoming debt free. Now, it's also important to realize you may not accomplish the goal of paying off your loans in a short amount of time. Nevertheless, you should not be discouraged. The idea is to make progress into one day becoming financially independent. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment on whether or not you find this helpful, and share the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one.